Good morning. Hello, it's time for my stream. I have like 2 viewers, but that's okay. We're gonna get it started. How's everybody doing? It's a late night stream for me. It's not that late. It's only like 8:30, but it feels kind of like a late night stream because it gets very dark here, very early. I'm all bundled up in my battle jacket because I'm a bit chilly, and I've got my art stuff ready to go. We got one person talking in chat, but they're doing great. So I'm taking that as everyone's doing swell. Hell yeah! All right, let's get into the drawing. I'm just doing some personal art and one commission tonight. I've got a lot of commissions to work on now, but I'm just gonna try and get 2 things done tonight. And if I have time for more, then I'll do more. But generally, I'm just gonna try and do these 2 drawings. That's gonna be it. So let's get into it. I've been working on this little doodle for me and my partner Reese, and it's been really fun because there's this lovely little RPG that literally no one has heard of. Like, I could make the joke of like, haha, no one's heard of this little indie RPG, but actually no one's heard of it. It's called Moonpunk, and it is a tabletop role-playing game in the vein of Dungeons and Dragons, but it's a Powered by the Apocalypse hack. I don't know if anyone has played Powered by the Apocalypse. It is a very specific game, but it is very fun, and it's a little, yeah. Lart and Reese just vibing. Yeah, we're just doing our thing. It's nice to do some personal art of us, every once in a while. Yeah, and a Moonpunk, yeah, it's you have to get a couple people together to play it, but it's pretty good. I would definitely recommend it. You basically are a bunch of punks on the moon, and you punch the shit out of moon fascists who are trying to basically, or who have already taken over the moon through the method of capital. So you could see why I might be inclined to enjoy this game, because I'm a big fan. If it's not in your wheelhouse, you need to have a different wheelhouse, is the way I've often heard it described. And it's really fun. It's quite simple. There's not a lot of like complicated combat. You really just kind of narrate your own story as you go along, like you kind of just talk out how the story's happening. There's nothing too complicated about it. But you basically can make your own little like custom stories, or you can play some of the pre-made ones, and you just kick the shit out of moon fascists. It's really fun. I don't know. It's a little good simple game. Good to play. Sadly, that literally sounds so fun. Yeah, it is. Sadly, Roll20 and a lot of the other like big online like tabletop emulators, like Roll20 and what's Tabletop Sim, a lot of those, they don't actually support the game because it's very, very small. They don't even support Powered by the Apocalypse because that's just how small it is. So you can imagine how tiny this hack is. But it's got a really detailed manual explaining how like society on the moon works and how you can build your stories around the society and its constructs, and how like the people you could probably recruit, and making up your own groups that have certain values, and what kind of things would maybe guide their values. It's cool. There's a lot to it. It's a very political game, but it is a very fun game, and I like it. I like it a lot. Kicking the crap out of moon fascists is my favorite. I'm glad. Then you have the right wheelhouse, baby. This would be a good game for you. Plus, there's so much like sci-fi shit that goes into it. The techie class alone can like bring like infinite possibilities to the game. Like if you have a game master who's really down to just do whatever the fuck, and you play as a techie, you could like make tech that is like impossible, like a teleporter that you throw around like a frisbee and it like zaps people through walls and shit. It's really, really cool. You can do all the fuck you want. Like that's something that I designed for one of my campaigns, just for a friend of mine who wanted to play as a techie and wanted to major in like teleportation and shit, and like quantum physics bullshit. Like it doesn't matter if it's not real science as long as it's fun, I don't know. There's a lot of fun because it's like D&D but in a sci-fi setting, and that kind of sci-fi allows for so much like weird shit to come out of it. I don't know, it's great. It's a very no holds bar kind of game. You can go as far as you want, and it's rad. I super dig it, and I super recommend it to everybody. And I got so fucking far off on the game. I didn't explain this. So there's some art in the one of the manuals where it's talking about like narrating the story together, and it shows like these two people who just scream like non-binary they them vibes to me, and they're just sitting together like clearly very satisfied with their work, just vibing on like the side of the road like this, and it really spoke to me, and I was like, I know exactly who these two characters are. Maybe I'll show it here on stream. I don't have no, I do have the art saved on my computer somewhere. Maybe I can copy paste it and hold on, let's grab it. Let's grab the art. Let's get the shit in here. But like, tell me, I just love the energy this image radiates, you know? And I wanted to do something very similar. You can see when I was referencing the image, I didn't get the anatomy quite right. That's okay. It doesn't quite match up very well, but I took heavy inspiration from like how these clothes fall and how these characters are poised. I don't know, I just really like this a lot. This is a good image. Here, let's... It's still a little fuzzy because it's literally, I took a picture with my phone on my computer to get this image, but man, I just love this art. Yes, the vibes, I know. I love these boots too. I want to try drawing these boots more often. It's because I love how these little like highlights go, you know? I kind of fucked them up when I was referencing it and translating it over onto my style. But honestly, it's just dope. I don't know. I love this image a lot. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I know what I want to do. And and that was like a lot of months ago, like many, many months ago. So, as you can imagine, I've been a little bit, just a tiny bit busy since I picked up Moonpunk. And I haven't really had a chance to play it much, and I haven't really had a chance to indulge in my Moonpunk art. That's why this drawing is called Little Moonpunks, because I'm finally doing art for the game, and I'm finally also making it really cute, and me and Reese, because I wanted to make it some personal art and just something cute for us, you know? And this felt like a good thing to draw. Just some very soft NB vibes. That's so sweet, thank you. I like to try and draw stuff for me and my partner because it's like I often get caught up in drawing for work. I won't lie, like I do like doing commissions and stuff, but I get very, very into it, and I will like only draw stuff that I absolutely have to for like a couple of days, and then I'll like fuck off and play video games for a while. And it's like, I have hobbies outside of my hobbies that I take breaks from my hobbies to do other hobbies in. Like if I get bored of playing video games, I read, or if I get bored of drawing, I play video games, and so on and so forth. And I have like excessive amounts of hobbies that I take part in. I run every day. I like to just go on nature walks. I like to go fucking study nature. I have like a bunch of stuff that I do. Obviously, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, but that's usually while I'm drawing or doing one of my other activities, like playing video games or reading. Well, I don't usually watch YouTube while I'm reading, because it's really hard. I learned that it's very hard to read and watch videos at the same time. You get that mix of information does not work very well, especially if the book is very engaging and the video is very engaging, because then it's hard to focus on both. Find it quite difficult to be double engaged, as it were, for the French audience, for the French speakers in the audience. I can't get my brain too small ADHD brain can't deal with all those sounds going on at the same time. The sounds of people talking in my head. And that's a reading reference. That's reading. That's not supposed to be like I'm having voices in my head. I read. Book truly is stronger than phone. Just like all the boomer comics always said. Book beats phone every time. I love books so much. Like, in a vacuum, that comment just makes me giggle. Like, what books do you like to read is what I should follow up with, because, like, the statement, I love books, is just so, like, vacant. Like, I'm not trying to dunk on you, Darnik. It's very sweet. But I don't know. I get the vibe. Does anyone... this is such, like, a fucking hyper-specific reference, but if you watch RWBY, there's a really dumb fuck line in that show where the main character, the titular RWBY, says, I love books, in, like, a really silly way. When and it's like her one character trait is just that she likes books, and then she doesn't really read at all in the rest of the series. It's very silly. Show not great. But what books do you like to read? If you read books in chat, what books do you like to read the most? What's your favorite? Like sci-fi, like a genre is what I'm going for. I should probably clarify. Like, if you had a genre to sit down and read, what would it be? Fantasy and medieval fantasy? That's pretty cool. I'm down for a pretty wide variety, but I'm definitely a fan of sci-fi and mystery myself. It took me like a hot second, but I got very into like Agatha Christie as a kid. It took me like I was at first very opposed to Agatha Christie. I was like, I don't know if this is for me. And then I read what was it? The one where there's 10 people on an island and they get killed off periodically one by one, or is it 13? I don't remember how many people are on the island. But you know what I mean. It's that one. I fucking can't remember. Is it And Then There Were None? It might have been And Then There Were None. But seeing like people peter off and like that kind of mystery story is really fun and engaging, where you're technically given all the information you need to solve the mystery, but you just have like one little thing withheld and you miss the piece of the puzzle that really comes together. But I did have that book spoiled for me just because one of my friends pulled like the ultra dick move, and in the middle of like the class reading session, he flipped to the last page of the book and was like, this is the guy who did it. I'm not going to spoil it for you if you haven't read the book, but he just basically fucking flipped to the end and instantly declared who did the fucking murders. And we were like, oh, I can't believe you spoiled it. It's like such a dick. I love that though. That's a legendary moment, not gonna lie. Oh no, see on... Okay, Reese's Converses are white. Alright. Converse are weird, bro. She really do like... I recognize the title but not the story. Okay, And Then There Were None is a really simple mystery story. Basically, like, I think it's 10. I could be wrong. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I read it. I literally last read it in high school. So I'm just going to go off of what I remember from my high school book report. But 10 people are invited to an island, and they all have, like, a skeleton in their closet. They have, like, something that they're hiding. Like, they all accidentally killed someone in the past, or were indirectly responsible for someone's killing. Like, one lady, like, neglected a child, and then the kid drowned at the beach, and she was like, oh shit, I was supposed to be babysitting that kid, but instead I got, like, horny for this guy that I met on the beach, and we were, like, making out, and I didn't pay attention to the kid. Like, whoopsie, that's fucked up. And then, like, fucking another guy like hit a girl with his car and it killed her, but he didn't know that it killed her, and he just like drove away and he was like, sorry. It's like just really like tame murders like that, but like it was like accidental a lot of the time. But and like a doctor who just accidentally killed some of his patients and had like a really bad track record, and a judge who fucking would wrongly convict people and send them to prison. But all of these people had one thing in common, which is that they all were tried for their murders and were declared not guilty, despite the evidence being overwhelming that they did actually, or that they were actually responsible for the deaths that they caused. And so they're all on this island, and they get picked off one by a mysterious force that seems to be like the lights will go out and then someone gets shot and dies, or someone is poisoned, or someone is axed when they went out to like separate from the group to go look for like firewood or some shit, and you're like, what, who is killing all these people? And then finally it comes down, I like being acquitted of murder. Yeah, me too. Horniness is the creator and destroyer of children. That's the message of the book. It's true. That's the real message. But yeah, the final, like, it's a really cool final scene. They kind of messed it up in the movie, in my opinion. There's a movie adaptation that does not do the book quite as good of justice. There's a really good final scene of the book where it's down to the girl who let her, like, fucking, you know, let the fucking kid die by accident, and a cop who like accidentally killed someone while he was on duty, like most cops. And the cop like has a gun to this girl's, or like the girl actually like went into his room and found his gun and was like, you're the one who's killing everyone, I'm gonna kill you before you can kill me. And he's like, bro, no, I promise I didn't do it. There's nothing I could have done to save them. I promise. I've been trying to find the answer just as much as you. We still don't know who's doing it. But they're like the last two on the island. And they're like, what the fuck? And then she like concedes it and was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get rid of the gun, but I trust you. And then they go back into the house, and right as they're like going around the corner, a fucking statue falls out of the window, but is like pushed out of the window and kills the cop. Yeah, the cop accidentally killed, and the guy just dies. And you're like, what the fuck? Who could have pushed that statue? And then it's revealed how it all went down, like, at the very end. And, like, the girl is, like, so... Like, all she has to do at this point is, like, wait for the boat to come back for her. But she's so fucking racked with guilt that she just kills herself. She's just like, nope, I'm not doing it. And she just fucking pieces out of reality. And it's really quite a sad ending, but it's very well done. And, then it's explained how it's all done, but I kind of don't want to spoil it just in case, because the end is really well thought out. It's a little bit bullshit, I should mention. It's like a little bit like, really, this is what we're doing, like, really? But it, like, the motivation makes sense of the killer, based on even in information I've already told you. Like, something I've already said plays into why the killer is doing what he's doing, and not the fucking very basic thing of, oh, they were all accidentally killers, you know. Something additional to that plays into why all these people are being targeted. And fucking the guy who orchestrates it all finds a way to like make it look like he died really early on in the book, and then it turns out that he was the one who like orchestrated the whole thing. Even and then after he was dead, he like orchestrated it with another person who faked their death, because he was like, if we both fake our deaths, then we can prove, like, we can figure out who's the real murderer from the secrets, because the murderer won't target us anymore. And then the guy was like, that's a great idea. And then because he faked his death first, he just fucking murders the guy he was in cahoots with. And it's very well done. It's pretty well explained, and it's a classic for a reason. It's pretty great. I'm a big fan. One of the best murder mysteries written, especially during that time. I forget when Agatha Christie wrote, but it was a long time ago. She was really good at writing about lesbians and women's rights and shit. She was pretty dope. And just made some good mysteries. Can I commission loving BB Snuggles? with Ruba? Loving Snoogle? I don't know if right now, because you already commissioned me, Lulu. You already have a commission in my queue that I can't work on stream because it's not for kids. It's not safe for work. Literally not safe for my job. So I'm gonna have to say wait until I'm done with your current commission, and then you can commission me again. Okay? Okay. That's the rule. I did? Yes. Did you not just pay me $35 today to do the thing? Commission addiction doesn't even remember when he commissioned me. You just did today. Earlier today, mister. You stinky. You smelly, you stinky, you smell like Banui and Toots. Banui Toots. What color? I guess knee pads tend to just be black and gray, so I guess we'll just do black and gray. And then an even darker. An even lighter. Chop the trees to light the fire. Pink. Stupid pink. Yes. Stinky, stinky, stupid pink. Forgot how commissions work. Does not know anything, not even grapes. Not even his ABCs, or fruits, or trees. Panique Banui. So that's a stroke. Also, sorry, I couldn't get chat box working for this stream, so I'm sorry if shit isn't coming up on screen, because it looks like it's not on my end. But I really wanted chat box to work, but it's been fussy the past 2 streams, so I'm just gonna not worry about it. Also, I'm turning it off on the Undertale stream just because I don't want to. It's really hard for chat box to not interrupt the Undertale footage, so I'm keeping it off for that game. Usually I only put it up for games if I can like keep it off to the side, like in Paper Mario. But it's Undertale is all in 4.3 because it's a RPG Maker game, so it's kind of it's a little bit fucky to have chat box going simultaneously with it. Is what I'm trying to say. It's what I'm laboring to get to through my words. The point I'm laboring to make. Have you ever heard that term being used? I love laboring to make a term. Like laboring to get to a point. I like that terminology. No, it's fun to me. The point I'm laboring to make. Little heart, little heart, little heart, little heart, little heart, little heart, little heart. There. Real life footage of a choker my partner gave me in real life, but it's not real life footage. It's just a drawing, just a representation. It's just a facsimile. It's a pretty good facsimile, though. Power you use when saying laboring is incredibly terrifying. Thank you. Little, yes. Tiny, bitty, small. Speaking of bitty and small, there's a tiny cat traveling the room. I guess I'll start working on the background colors before I start shading. Before I start shading. Wait, does Reese drug? Reese does not, as far as I know, but she does like cigars, which I guess now tobacco's a drug, right? She likes cigars, so she puffs them. She does not like actually like sending them into her lungs though. She just likes puffing them and getting the flavor. Yeah, as far as I know, who knows? Maybe one day she'll come out to me as a pothead like I am. I'm not actually a pothead anymore. Those days are behind me for now. But I do still occasionally use, but only through like brownies and through patches and stuff, because I can't really do the smoking thing anymore. I don't like fucking up my lungs. I like to be able to breathe, so I try not to fucking put shit in my lungs that's not just air, you know? If I can avoid it. I don't want to get lung cancer. But I do like being high for one reason, because I always explain this to my friends when I'm at parties and shit. It actually just makes me feel neurotypical for like one whole second. This is a hard thing for some people to grasp, but like it really relieves my anxiety when I'm fucking using, if that makes any sense. Like it really relieves my anxiety. So like when I was at a concert one time, I was so anxious to go to this concert because I was like, my fucking body hates for when I leave the house a lot of the time. I don't know if anyone else has this, but like my psychologist told me that it's an executive functioning disorder, and essentially your body just does not at all want to like go anywhere. It's like, no, I'm not gonna leave. I don't want to go anywhere. You can't make me. I don't wanna. And it just makes you like feel sick to your stomach anytime you go, like literally anywhere. Like I had that when I was going to school. I have that when I'm going just out to like a friend's house that I know and trust, and like I know I'll be happy once I'm there. Like places that I would feel totally comfortable with going to. My brain is still just like, no, fuck that. I don't want to go. And it's really annoying. But once I was at the fucking concert, I had one weed cookie, and after that I was fine. I just felt great. I was like, yep, nope, this is perfectly fine. Like I didn't feel like baked. Like I wasn't like, yo, dude, I'm feeling cracked out of my mind. I was just like, no, this feels like I'm a normal human being that does not have a fucking mental illness. And it just makes me feel like normal for a bit. And I don't know, I like that. I kind of like that feeling. And just having like no anxiety for a bit and just being able to sit back and just enjoy my day. I don't know. It's good. It's a good feeling. It makes going about your life just that bit easier that I appreciate. Oh wait, hold on. I can't do it like that. So that's the only reason I use anymore, and I don't really use through smoking anymore. I just use through treats and patches if I can get my hands on any. Though that is very rare, because they kind of cost a little bit of money, and that's not something I always have. Yeah, being an adult blows. Hard agree. Lack of mental illness in this climate? Exactly. Dude, it makes me feel like so relaxed. It's nice. It's just nice. It's nice not having to have a mental illness for like a few hours of my day. And sometimes if I have like a strong enough, like, to me, like, okay, for some people, when you do a lot of weed, when you fucking chop up the weed and you snort it like all cool kids do, and you do a lot of it, it like it hits you really hard right out the gate and makes you feel really baked, like right away. But to me, the more I do, like the higher dosage I fucking ingest, the longer it like lasts in me. It doesn't hit me any stronger. Like no matter, like I could do fucking industrial grade fucking weed, which I have, and it will just affect me the same amount as like the shitty weed you get from the backwoods. Like that it has literally no change in effect on me. I still just feel like a normal human being for a bit, but it does affect how long it lasts. So sometimes I'll have like a little tiny brownie at my friend's, but it has like fucking strong ass weed in it, and then for the next like 4 days I'll feel totally fine, like a normal human being without anxiety. It's great. I don't know, I love it. Industrial meow. That was a loud meow. Industrial grade weed, the weed used when performing construction. Yeah, that's what they use. That's the professional's weed. Only the one and only professional construction workers smoke our weed. Buy industrial grade weed. It's a working man's food. That's how the Leaning Tower of Pisa was made. Through industrial grade weed. It's true. That's what they put it together. They stacked it from the bottom. It got a little tilted on the way up, but it looks good. That's working man's weed right there. Working man's weed at work. In the heart of the country. I've got some very lemony tea with me tonight. I like it. Very sour. Like me. Just a sour thing. Okay, let me color over the black here. Just gonna do 2 little badges real quick. They're important to my heart. Gotta do in very, very tiny, very bitty. Oh wait, I should have done blue first. Wasn't thinking. Or wait, this kind of works. Yeah, it's fine. 2 little babbies. Yep, just chilling. It's a very relaxed art night. I'm very excited to get this done. You might have missed it, Lou, but I explained that this is like some moonpunk art that I really like latched onto. Oh my god, I can't say words. And so I decided to draw my version of it for me and Reese, because it seems like our kind of that style, you know? I'm just vibing with it. And so, and then I'm gonna fucking do a thing where I'm gonna make a second version where it's just saturation 0 and just see what it looks like in monochrome, you know? I feel like that's gonna be a cool version. So hold on, though. You gotta finish the NB flag. My favorite flag. I love the memes that have come out of like reblog this with your flag, or like repost this with your flag, and people who just repost it with like their fucking like that's, it's supposed to be for pride flags, for people who want context. It's like it's a pride flag thing, but some people who don't get it are like, I don't know where y'all are from, but I'm from Britain. Hello. And it just fucking repost it with their country of origin flag, and I just love that. Does Lart have a little gay rainbow badge on their jacket already? Because what if it was a gift from Banui? I do have a couple of gay badges, like a little like love is love heart. I'll take a picture of my jacket and put it on Patreon. I've been meaning to put on both of my jackets on Patreon because I have 2 now, or 2 main ones that I wear, and they're both like very cool and pride related and very like gay and ACAB and shit. It's dope. So I will show you what badges I already have, and then you can, if you want to send me like cute stuff, if you are so inclined to send me pins, I will add them to my collection because I love pins. So yeah, feel absolutely free. Okay, now I'm gonna save this and then like send myself a version of this that's just the flats, because I do plan on shading this, but I do want to see what it looks like monochrome first. So let's save a version of the flats. Little Moonpunks VO2. Let's have that saved up. And then we'll have an edit or filter. Ooh, I might. Oh. No, it's okay. I'm gonna merge these anyways for the shading. So let's just merge all the color layers. Reese would be so upset with me. Look at all these layers that I used. I had to, though. It was so important. It was very important that I get all the layering done in one consistent go, you know? That way I could, like, make sure... It was important for me to separate these layers in my mind. That way I could, like, very carefully plot out where each, like, clothing item fit on the body, you know? There you go. Only took me, like, 14 layers. It's fine. Whoops, be back later? No worries. Like a wedding cake with all those layers. Hell yeah, it is. I'm a wedding cake. I'm the true wedding cake. Hold on. And now since let's do, hue and saturation. Let's just turn the saturation all the way down. And there we go. Or wait, let's do that on a duplicate layer. Just do that and get rid of it. And just so we can save these as two separate versions, you know? Hue, saturation down to 0. There you go. Now, it is as it should be. Also, I think I should do these with the backgrounds as well. Just because they're slightly hued to be blue. So having them be like, you know, very, very monochrome by reducing the saturation should help a lot. And there we go. Now they're not bluey at all. Now it's completely. Also, I never noticed that between how bright the blue is and how bright the yellow is, these are like the same shade of gray. Like if you were restoring this image, these two shades of Lart gray would be indistinguishable from each other. Like you would not be able to tell that that's a blue and that's a yellow. I don't think anyways. To be fair, I'm not good at restoring shades of colors to images. But I feel like even if I was, I'd get that wrong, you know? I don't know, though. Let's do, export that as a black and white version. Little moon punks. V and W flats. Now, even if I do a shaded version, the flats are set in stone. Whoop. Oh, whoop. And there we go. Now they have color again. It's just that easy. Amazing what modern science can do. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, break's over. Gotta continue the good vibes, everyone. We will try. Thank you for coming out, though, Cyan. I hope I can see you again later. I'm sorry that I always happen to stream when you're at work. It's so annoying for you to only see me on your breaks. Get that union going, and then you'll get more breaks because you deserve it. Oh, also, fuck. I didn't do Reese's hair. Whoopsie doodles. I'm jealous of BB? Which BB? Who BB? BB who? Habibi Hamoud?
Habibi Hamoud? 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 Habibi Hamoud, Habibi Hamoud.
Sorry. You brought out something deep within me when you said I'm jealous of BB.
Habibi Hamoud? 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 Amimi Hamoud, Amimi Hamoud. Hamoud?
I'm very sorry. I'm sorry you have to hear the real voice actor of Habibi Hamoud speaking tonight. Corgo 200, you take the apology back. Now you don't deserve it. Click. I don't think I think that might have been like a bit donation, but it didn't go through. Take the apology back right now. I don't deserve it. I'm not. What? Oh, there you go. It came through now. Oh, it was a corgi. I see. It's corgi bits. That's cute. Dogecoin is coming back in full force. Don't be so hard on yourself, Sion. I do want to buy a new TV for my room in the new house. Then save your money. Save your money. Save your money. Save You don't have to commission me again after you just commissioned me, mister. Save your money. Save it up for a nice television. I wish I could fucking mail you my giant TV. I never use it. It's like, it's way too big for my house. My partner just really, like my ex-partner, I should say, really, really wanted it. And I was like, this is a little bit extravagant for me. And he was like, it's only $700. And I was like, this is a little extravagant for me. And he was like, no, we're getting it. It's fancy tech. And I was like, okay. And he got this big old TV. And to this day, it's still really not my favorite. Like, it is nice to have, like, big HD TV or whatever, but it's like, I really don't need it. I'd be just as happy with, like, a tiny LCD screen TV to play my, like, SNES games and GameCube games on. I'm not exactly pressed for a HD television screen. I don't want to sound too much like a boomer, but I will say, personally, I don't really understand the deal with like getting like the highest quality graphics of everything. You know, I know that's like a big deal these days. Is like you have to have like the HD TV. It goes in 4K video. And it's like whoa, like that is cool, but like can't like at least my eyes. I don't know if I just have bad eyes, which I do have bad eyes. I should preface this, but I cannot see a difference between 720p, 1080p, and 4K personally. Those three, like I stream in 720p, and I can't see a difference between like my stream's quality and like other videos' quality, even when they're streamed in like 4K or 1080. Like, there's so little difference, you know? I don't know. It's like, I know some people have like fuckiness with frame rate. Like I stream at 30 frames per second, which is kind of fucky for some people. But honestly, I don't get it. I've never really understood the craze where it's just like, yeah, no, dude, you gotta fucking get that honky cat. Sorry, that's a reference to a bad book that no one should read. It's pretty terrible. But fucking, I don't get it. I don't get the deal with the high definition stuff. It's just never been that important to me. And I get that it's important to some people, and that's okay. You are allowed to be passionate about your definitions. But man, it's just never really been a big deal. Never been a big deezy. I've never quite understood it, I don't think. I'll never be a true gamer seeking to stream in 4K, 1080p, 120 frames per gamer. I've never gotten there. Never gotten to that point in my life. And for that, I'm truly sorry. But I don't know. It's just never been that important. I don't know if anyone in chat has very strong feelings about these things either, but just never cared about it much. And that might be some of like my Joe Boomer showing through, you know. Like I did grow up with very fucking like conservative parents who are just like, oh, we don't like this newfangled technology and stuff like that. So it's like there's probably some of that in me that I can't avoid. But I like to think I'm pretty hip with the kids. I've just never been that great with technology, and I've never cared much for video resolution stuff. Though I will say that, like, you know, you don't really want to be streaming in 144. Like I do care about it to that degree, but once we start getting to like higher than the human mind can perceive a difference, that's when I start getting like, does it really matter? Does it matter at all? Does it make that big of a difference? I'm a fake gamer because I don't care about 999 resolutions on my telescreen. Everybody wants to sit in the big chair. Did chat just like die out? Oh, it totally did. I had like 5 viewers and I have 2. That explains the lack of chat activity. I was wondering, I was like, wait a minute, what happened here? What happened? Does everyone remember that old Mickey Mouse meme? It's not that old, but it was like it feels like it was 100 years ago because I think it was in like 2019, which was like 5 years ago at this point. It just feels so long ago when Mickey would just run up to like I think it was like a Goofy looked like he was just dead, and he just ran up to him and was like, "What happened?" I just really like "What happened." It's a really good little meme. I'm trying not to fall asleep. Oh no, too sleepy. My voice too soothing. And my music too nice and soft. Thinking about rain and sleep and nice and relaxation. Oh no. Trying to get Lou to fall asleep on stream. Just logs off. There we go. Little hairs. Little Lar hairs. And then very tiny. I can get like I like doing I've been liking doing this stuff. Lou face plants into a pillow and is just gone. Just like the Mario 64 like going through a painting sound plays. It's like bling ba 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 into a Lou dream. Let's go. You're just in dry desert. Cause he's so thirsty. That's the joke. Everyone gets the joke. Good joke, everyone laughs. I've heard that specific framing, the good joke, everyone laughs, used a few times, but every time it's for the same type of joke, which is the man goes to the doctor, expresses like all these problems with his life, and then doctor says, wow, well, when I'm going through hardships in life, I just remember I'm not blank, this person, they're like this person. And then the guy says, doctor, I am that person. And then and then I just hear a good joke, everyone laughs, the end. That's just used so often for that specific framing device. I don't get it. I like it, but I don't get it. One of my friends keeps posing me the question that I would like to pose to chat, which is, when SpongeBob in the episode with the bad breath says, easy like Sunday morning, what did he mean by that? What does he mean, easy like Sunday morning? What does that mean? I don't think it's like a normal turn of phrase. I think it's a SpongeBobian turn of phrase, as it were. We're completely baffled as to its true meaning. Science still can't answer. Here we go. I'm trying new things with hair today. Because it's personal art, I might as well try something new. This is the song that plays when the Cat in the Hat gets his testicles devastated by a kid with a baseball bat. Easy like Sunday morning? Are you serious? That's hilarious. I had no idea. Now I need to see that scene again. The first ever vibe check recorded in history. When the Cat in the Hat got fucking annihilated. I've seen that meme a few times where it's like the first recorded vibe check in history. Kunk. The first and greatest of many to come. I'm getting messed textages while I'm working. I can't respond. Check Instagram. Oh, I just said I can't respond. I'll look for a second. Hold on. What am I looking at? What do I gotta find? Did I get? Oh my god. Oh, it's it's the video. Easy like Sunday morning. Oh no. Oh, Reese's having problems with my strem chat as well on Instagram. This is so sad. F in the chat for Reese. I will watch the Easy Like Sunday morning clip in a bit. Maybe on stream. We'll see. I get really easily distracted by YouTube, so I'm afraid by like starting it, I'll just be like, okay, well that's the stream, guys. I'm gonna just go and watch YouTube for a while now. Because I can very easily get into the I'm gonna infinite watch YouTube mindset. Maybe we'll just do a whole stream of just like going through YouTube recommended for me and just watching like hour-long political videos and just get completely VOD muted because I've streamed like without anyone's permission. Just like a shit ton of ContraPoints videos. And H Bomber Guy and Philosophy Tube and whatnot. Just get fucking hip checked by Twitch. At least with Patricia Taxon, if I played any of her music and stuff on stream, I wouldn't get copyrighted because she doesn't believe in copyright, which is pretty dope. Well, YouTube might try and copyright claim me, but fucking Miss Taxon wouldn't, which would be dope. Which I also, for instance, do not believe in copyright. Just to set the record straight. I'm not trying to like make fun of her and be like, haha, this idiot doesn't believe in copyright. Copyright's bullshit. And it prevents people from making cool shit. So, it's pretty lame. And it should probably just be abolished. Or at least greatly reduced in its power to start. But I would like to see a full abolition of it at some point. Boob lighting. Just a little bit of boob. Just a tiny boob. Just a small amount. Barely noticeable. That's what makes them perfect. The andro boobs. It's like, are they? What are they? What is that? What is that thing? They're very one way, but they're also kind of the other way. What is it? What is that? What the hell is that? People trying to figure out who I am. Like, what? Who am? What? It's the andro vibe I seek to give off at all times. Oh, thank you, Fire Alpaca. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Fire Alpaca. Oh, thank you, Fire Alpaca. Function, please. Function. Thank you. Goodness. Just like all my problems, Fire Alpaca has a weight problem. Everyone laugh. It like weights your stabilizer too hard sometimes and it just doesn't work. Does not function. Not function, no funkin'. And it's super lame and I hate it. Fire Alpaca, log off. So I guess we finally know what SpongeBob meant when he said easy like Sunday morning. He meant the famous scene from Cat of the Hat. Famous cat scene. Was my computer humming? I think she is. That's crazy. Working very hard. This is gonna be a little bit tougher. How did the light fall on leggies? Guess like this, probably. This is just a warm-up for my true commission tonight. But I might have it be just a little early stream, because, man, my streams have just been getting less and less popular. It feels very weirdly inverse, where it feels like the more followers I've gotten, the less my streams have really been doing well, you know? Like, when I was starting out, I was getting, like, pretty solidly, like, between 5 and 6 people at every stream. Now I have, like, 75 followers, or 74. And I get, like, fucking, what? Like, 2 people at every stream, at best. Sometimes 5 if I'm really lucky. It's like, I don't know. It's a little discouraging. I'm not gonna let it affect me too much, because again, my streams are mostly utilitarian. They're meant to be like, I do want to be entertaining, but I know that mostly people come because they want to see my process and they want to like see the art that I make. And especially if they've commissioned me, they tend to come to see what I've made for them, you know, like, oh hey, Lart is working on my commission. I'll go see what they're up to and tune in. I don't know. I just kind of assumed that I'd get just a slight increase in my audience, like maybe like 10 people per stream, because I was having like a fair amount, you know, like every stream, and then I was thinking, maybe finally this will be the time, like this year, I'll start seeing 10 viewers. But you know, it's like, you're still young. I've still got time. Let's keep shooting for that goal. Just make an average of like 10 viewers per stream. I don't know what will get me there. I want to try and like take advice from Reese's streams too, because her streams do so well. She's like a way better streamer than me, and I love her. I'm really proud of her, though. Like, I'm a little jelly, but I'm mostly just proud, because she just kicks ass, and I'm glad that people show up to her streams. She gets like 11 viewers every stream, and I'm like, man, I want numbers. I want big number. I'm addicted to big numbers because I'm a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh player. You assume me. I like the big numbers. So I'm like, I wonder how she does it. How do I be that cute and like funny and entertaining, you know? I don't know. I wanna get good at it, I guess. I'll get there. Don't you worry. Someday. We'll make it. But it just might take a while. A little bit longer than I was hoping. We'll see. We shall see. The relaxing music the chill vibes. It's all good. Hey, QWERTY. Good to see you. Is it okay if I call you by your real name on stream? Because, again, this is another one of my friends in real life, so it'd be much nicer to just call them by their actual name rather than saying QWERTY every time. But I don't want to, like, out anyone on stream. I try and ask before, just in case. Especially if they are friends in real life. Sure, it's more linked to my name than my other accounts. I understand. So, Leon is the true name. Bah, the deep reveal. I've had that a few times on stream. First with Reese's real name, and then with Devanda's, and now with Leon. Secrets revealed. Just doing a bit of light shading. Is my Twitch glitching out? It feels like it's moving a lot. It's like twitching at the side of my screen. Not, pardon the pun. Pardon the play on words, as it were. But I feel like it's like wiggling around a lot. I don't understand. But I guess I'll wait for it to happen again. Maybe it's just my eyes. Again, I have bad eyes, so sometimes it's just like my light just flickers around. My personal light that follows my eyes. Just falls around like a little orbiter. Just flicker, flicker, flicker. I'm like, uh-oh. I wish I was like a protagonist in a video game or an RPG and I just have like my own little like light bubble that floats around me. Makes it easier to see in the dark. Just within a small radius around me. That would be nice. Especially for nighttime running. I guess I could just invest in a flashlight, but that seems like a lot of effort to hold while running. IMO. I don't want to bother. I don't wanna. Oh, pardon the burp. I am having a little bit of caffeine, just a touch. Through my lemony tea. Use a belt, but to keep my pants up, or like a belt with like a flashlight equipped to it. Is maybe what you're saying. I need to get attach it to you, so you gotta use it. Makes sense. Honestly, I could see it. I need to invest in cold wear for my runs, because I usually just run in shorts and a t-shirt, and it's been a little cold in Florida for once, which is very rare. But I've appreciated it. However, it does make running a bit more of a process where I feel like every time I run, I'm gonna get pneumonia. Because it chills me, and my breath gets really, you know how it's hard to breathe in like cold air sometimes? Just like the same way it's hard to breathe in hot air, but like a slightly different feeling of it's like, oh, this kind of like hurts my body and hurts my lungs and my nose and my mouth. Feels like you're kind of like freezing up. That's a vibe that I've been dealing with for a bit here. So I want to invest in getting like some like leggings that I could run in, and like a long sleeve shirt, maybe something compression based or some shit like that, just to keep myself a little bit more warm when I'm out and about, while still being like loose enough for me to be active in, you know, because I could just wear jeans and shit, but jeans are very hard to actually like run and sprint in, and I don't really want to get my jeans all sweaty and shit if I can avoid it. I try and only wear them when I like go out and about to look kind of nice. Like, to be fair, it would be cool to have my jeans get all torn up, but I'd rather get them torn up by like the knees and not by the crotch. Because that would be way more lame to get them torn up there. If you catch my drift. So I'm gonna think about getting some like whatever. I don't know if it's gonna be like yoga pants or anything. That would be kind of silly. But I definitely want to get something leggings related. Just to press. And if I need to wear like shorts over it, then that's fine. But just something to like keep me warmed. Warmth achieved, you know? Here we go. And then I'm gonna do like the major shading almost, you know, like the keyframe shading in a way. Where it's like, let's get the most important, like, way the light falls on her bicep first. And then from there, we'll worry about how these little tiny folds are lit. Like this. In fact, I kind of forgot to do that on the Lart pants and shirt. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, we can get like just a little bit of shading here. Just a touch. Yeah. And then the pants are actually looking fine. We'll skip ahead. But yeah, just those little bits of extra shading really bring the whole thing together. The whole moon punky vibe. I've been thinking about picking up this game. It's now on sale. I added it to my Steam wish list a little while ago. I think I'm actually going to grab it maybe tonight or tomorrow. And probably play it on stream after Undertale. It's called Moonpunk. Or, not Moonpunk. It's called Cloudpunk. I already talked about Moonpunk today. Cloudpunk is poised to be like a better RPG than like Cyberpunk and shit. Because it's not about like capitalist realism. It's about actual like anti-capitalist shit, and I love that. So I'm very excited to play it, and I'd like to play it on stream, possibly after Undertale. I've heard it's quite the investment too, and then it might take. It will probably be another multiple stream dealy, where we will be working through a quite a bit of a story. But it's actually quite interesting from what I've heard, and very good at sending its message. Of like living in a world where God is dead, and you have to kind of create your own meaning, your own fucking like morality in a world where God is already like gone. You know, it's cool. And you even get to like talk with like a sentient AI in the same way that fucking Cyberpunk does, but way better and way more compelling. Oh, my enchanting forest just ended. Here, cozy winter, lo-fi hip-hop, we'll do that. It's still winter, it's still cozy. It's still winter cozy, sleepy cossy. Dog box prevention. Trapped. Placed one box in the hallway. It's very troublesome to navigate for my roommate. It's also the month of love. It is, apparently. So love yourself. Remember that being in a relationship is not the most important thing, even if Valentine's Day tries to fucking force you into like being one. Or ask people to be your Valentines. It's okay to just be on your own. Don't worry about it. Especially if you're young. You got time. It's fine. I know that sounds rich coming from someone who actually is in a relationship. I hear it from a lot of people, but as someone with a lot of experience and who went through a pretty big depression after a massive breakup in my recent life, like just in 2018, I can tell you that relationships aren't always shouldn't always be the center of your life. And it's okay to just enjoy time with yourself and treat yourself. Go to a new cafe and give yourself a treat. Or buy a book or a game that you've been really wanting to get this Valentine's Day. You don't need to fucking always have a relationship or spend money on your partner. And if you do have a partner, you try and give them something from the heart. That way it's not just something that, hey, I bought this for you at a store. You don't have to like make something with your own two hands either, but I don't know. Sometimes just little things are very thoughtful and mean more than fucking commodity love. If that makes any sense. While you may be able to buy happiness, you can't buy love. You can try, but you probably won't succeed. Good soft starting song for my deep Valentine's Day soapbox talk. The Lart Valentine's soapbox. Oh, pardon me. Whip, whip, whip. It's cute. That is very cozying, sleepying, and cossying. I would not be surprised if Lou fell asleep. It is just that kind of sleepy, cossy afternoon now. Evening, after wound, after dinner. Is that when evening starts, do you think? Like, technically any time afternoon can be defined as afternoon up until morning. But I like to think that, like, once you've had dinner, that's evening. Like, that's the transition into evening, you know? That's when I'd start using the word evening. I'm really liking the shading on this. Like, I'm kind of uncertain with how it's gonna look at the end, just because of like I haven't shaded a pose like this in a while. Like, not something quite this. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I've shaded pretty hard poses in the past. This is definitely a new one for me. This is a new reference. But who knows? Maybe I'll start using it more. Just like with that one Greg pose, I started drawing that pose a lot more. Sometimes one reference image is all you need to start like a new journey of drawing cool shit in that style, or in that or more characters in the pose that you picked up from that, you know? You could say I'm a master of poses, a poser, if you will. Back. I really need to get a new office chair because, man, my back does not like sitting in this shitty dining table chair. Maybe I'll go over to Office Depot tomorrow. Look into a new chair. Okay, I'll pretend like I don't know. I'm hearing just in that I may be receiving a chair as a gift, so I'm not gonna go buy a chair. Icy Wiz, log off. Don't watch this stream. I should have put that before I said the thing, but don't worry about it. If she watches the fucking stream VOD on Twitch, then we're all doomed. But hopefully that won't happen. What are the odds? What are the chances? What could possibly go wrong? I'm just gonna jinx it in every way I know how. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong, boss? There's no way that could ever happen. They said confidently, awaiting dramatic irony. One of my favorite setups is just fucking saying something in total confidence, only to get just destroyed like a second later, especially in video games. Jinxing shows confidence? Exactly. I'm very confident this thing won't happen, but I feel like I'm increasing my chances of it happening by fucking being shitty and confident about how it absolutely won't. Now I'm thinking about, like, I wonder if it'll be like a gamer chair. Be really funny. Get like a sick, like, you know those like chairs you have as a kid that don't have any like wheels? It's just like, or even like any props up. It's just the back that goes all the way down into the seat, and you can like roll back and forth on it. And you like sit on the ground and play your video games. It has like speakers coming out the side. That would be rad. But I don't know if there's tall enough ones to actually sit at my desk. That's another thing, though. I would really not mind eventually investing in a standing desk as well. Because I also just don't like sitting in general, at least not at long periods of time like this. I feel like I'd be able to stream a lot more consistently with one of those desks that like raises up. That I could keep my like high energy. Or have one of those like weird dragon gamer chairs where you lay on your stomach. Lay at your stomach facing the screen. That would be sick too. But that seems implausible. Very wishy-washy about getting things done, so I've been trying to like put it in my mind to like when I think of something, just like say I'm gonna do it tomorrow, or like I'm gonna do it later today. That way I can just try and get it done within the same day, and then I can feel like I failed myself if I didn't do it. and guilt is a powerful tool to manipulate my own brain. But I just know how wishy-washy I can be about getting some things done, and I'm like, I need to try and push myself to like do more stuff in the day. Because despite going out every day, I still feel like I'm not doing enough, if that makes any sense. Like, I go out to run every day, but I don't often go out to do, like grab important things. Mostly because I don't have, like, money to do so a lot of the time, but I have finally gotten to a good place in my savings again, so I can finally, like, take care of shit that needs to get done. That costs money. Yes. Big fluffy tail. Big fluffy puppa. Puppuccino. Big fluffy. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, not accidentally color over that, but I do want to color over the steam. It's smoke. It's smoke. It's not steam. It's not steam from the steamed hams we're having. Little light source. Tiny, bitty light source. Also, I've started drawing fire as red and white because I watched Wolfwalkers one time and I was like, that fire is incredible. And I haven't stopped drawing it like that since. Just really like how they draw fire, I don't know. Looks cool as hell. I'm not gonna straight up just rip them off and do like the cool like little bricky-brack style of drawing that they do for the fire, but I am gonna rip off the colors because it just looks nice. White and red are a good combo for flames. For flaming. I'll probably do some whites. And now what if I... Ooh. That's kind of dope though. But okay, hold on. Let's export this version. Let's do a Little Moon Punks version 3, and then do it with this. And let's duplicate and get rid of this multiply layer. And then we'll make this multiply later. Looks awesome, thank you. I'm very proud of this so far. And then okay, I gotta get the filter, hue, saturation down to 0. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm digging this. It's a good look. Good vibe. Alright. Let's save this as well. I like the monochrome. I'm absolutely digging it. So let's export this as Little Moon Punks, black and white, shading. There we go. I think that's all. Well, I don't know. I might do a version 4. Not with this one's done. The black and white with shading. That's it. I think that's as much as the black and white I'm gonna do. Because it looks sick as. It looks rad as hell on its own. Also, the gray actually doesn't look too bad. I just like the pink better. Yeah, it just stands out a little bit more strongly against the figures. And so now, all I gotta do is add some like basic light. I think that'll be it. Or maybe I wanted to do like a poster back here too. Like some kind of propaganda bullshit that you'd see on the moon. You know, as one does when you visit the moon and you see moon propaganda. The moon is America. Moon is secretly America all along. It's a metaphor. Actually, oh wait, just want this to be slightly less saturated, but I like the pencil look. It goes good on puppy noses and eyeballs. Been meaning to do this more. This is something that one of the artists I look up to the most in life does, Art Chimera. They do some excellent lighting effects, and this is a big thing they do, is they kind of just go over each piece they do very gently with a little bit of white. Just kind of paint around it. Just make it look like it's a little scratchy here and there. Little bits of shine that would just hit bodies hitting the light in a weird way. Just little places where it might make sense for some extra shine to be. And I like that. Been meaning to do it more with my art. What better place to start than some nice personal art? That kind of rhymed. I didn't mean for it to rhyme. Oh god, I'm that MSNBC newscaster all over again. Though, I don't know if he was not intending it to rhyme. He might have been intending it. Yeah, no, that had to have been planned. We are sovereign. Ooh, that's a good lunar propaganda thing. I like that. I might work that into my next campaign. Fuck it, that's pretty good. I dig it. That's a word that gets thrown around a lot in American imperialism. I could definitely see that on the moon. That's like a better version of like the classic Obey posters, you know? I dig it. Dope. Alright, that's as much... It's little touches, but they're noticeable once you, like... It's one of those things that you only notice once you've stared at the drawing for, like, way too long. But that's part of what makes it good, I think, personally. Let's, honestly, I don't know. It almost looks better... Let's bring back the art from the clipboard, because what did they do? Yeah, they just kind of made it like a patchy thing. Like, look at this. Yeah, let's follow in their footsteps and do something simple like that. Go in between, maybe color pick. We'll grab a big watercolor brush. And we'll do big squares. Once again, I'm heavily referencing this image, but I do not care. It's a really good piece of art, and it speaks to me, and I think I'm making enough transformative changes that I'm not just ripping it straight off. Yeah, the squares on that are a little bit better defined, so let's follow that module. Let's maybe make it a little smaller. Let's well define these squares. And then this one's like way darker in the middle. And then the little circle. There's like a little bit of light bouncing off of it. So it adds like a little extra like square of like where the window is seeing through, you know? That little like shine effect. It's cool. Very effective. this over the background over here too. Just makes it look like lights are being shined from this direction a little bit more. Just dope. Oh, that's a little too dark. Just a bit too dark. Can like patchy up the bottom bits here. There we go. Sick. Now let's put my signature on it. Clack. But yeah, I'm still totally gonna steal the "We Are Sovereign" fucking thing for my next actual campaign. Because there's a class in Moonpunk called Rockers, and they're basically your classic propagandists. They do they actually like spread like usually like good, in my opinion, propaganda through like song and music and art and such on the moon, and they're really cool, and I like usually making a character around that, and so I usually make some propaganda to go along with that character that they would like hand out and shit like that. But for like the fucking leaders, the moon capitalists, they could have fucking propaganda like that, which would be fitting. Especially since they're like now separate from the Earth. Kind of like a fucking like prison camp away from Earth. There we go. Easy as pie. The long number. 3.14159265358979323846264338327. That's as far as I know. That's all my numbers. That's every number. That's all of them. You can go back and check. Final version. Version 4. I'll have a lot of progress pics to post on Patreon at the very least. There we go. That's that. That's that on that. And now we just got this cute little commission to wrap up. And we might cut it off a little early. Yes, I got a cute commission from a longtime friend, Miss Gigabars herself, the one, the only, the actress formerly known as. In fact, we need to pull in her reference. I don't see where the dark green is used, but we're totally gonna use this reference for now. Except for the pink. There's pink hair I'm gonna need to bring in later. Gotta get good lines. I don't know. These knuckles might not be working for me. We might have to try that again. Not like in the pinky either. Hold on. Might have overdone it just a touch. Just a hair. Just a little bit. Wait, yeah, okay. No, I was trying to think, like, wait a minute. Do thumbs work like that? Yes, they do. Kind of. It's like, is that a forefinger or a thumb? I guess it's up to you to decide. I will also probably fix that. That hand is not looking great. Could definitely use some cleanup. But we will come back to that. Something I could have probably fixed while I was working on the base sketch, but I kind of missed my chance. Okay. I don't know how I messed this up, but the ear is way more rounded in the reference than how I did it. Oh. Here we go. Have you ever watched a Robert Patterson interview? They're great. I recommend everyone at home, all the folks at home, to go watch a Robert Patterson interview. It doesn't matter about what. He's best known for his role in Twilight, but he is a fucking chaos gremlin, and I love him. As paraphrased from Sarah Zed. He was on an interview about, like, it was very early in the morning, and someone asked him, like, what was his first experience at a circus like? And he was like, oh yeah, when the first time I went to a circus, a clown died. And he was like, oh, how did he die? And they were like, oh, the little clown cart he rode in on exploded, like in the middle of the stage, and there was like clown bits going everywhere. And then they were like, whoa, that's pretty crazy. I can't believe that happened to you. You're so young. And he was like, yeah, it was really insane, and it scarred me for life. And then fucking later on, in a second interview, he was like, oh, it was really early, and they asked me what my first experience with the clown, with like what the circus was, and I couldn't think of anything funny to say that was true, so I just made shit up. I love that. He just didn't care. He was on fucking TV, and he was like, no, I'm gonna fucking make shit up. I don't care. I just want to sound funny. And I like that. So that's a fun mindset to have. Like, I'm gonna be entertaining at any cost. Even if it means just lying about what actually happened. I don't know, that's funny to me. Apparently that is a normal thing for him to do as well. Like, he will just make shit up on interviews. People will, like, just ask him how he feels about something, and he'll just go fucking off, and he won't even mean it. I feel like I'm gonna tilt this. Yeah, like, I kind of doofied the face a little bit because I was drawing it at such a harsh angle. You can see that I kind of messed up. It looks good when you're looking at it in a vacuum. Like, just from that weird doofy angle, but when you actually correct it to make it look upright, it's like, oh, I kind of made one of the eyes droopy, and I kind of made the nose all weird and wonky. So here's what you do. Yeah, you see my mistakes. Everyone sees what I've done here. You understand. There we go. Just a bit better. Just a bit toughed out. And now we can get the eyebrows to match a little bit. And we'll probably have cut off this little bit of the horn thing to have like the eyebrow go over it. A very cartoony way in the hair. Because I do the stupid anime thing where the eyebrows go over the hair. Because fuck you. It's just that's how I draw them. So that's how I draw them. And you just have to sit there and take it. Very sorry. My anime eyebrows are immovable. Also looks like that hand change is coming faster than I thought because I forgot I need to leave a little bit of room for this pole anyways, for the flag pole. Oh, okay, Fire Alpaca. Alright, okay, alright. Just don't function, that's cool. No, that's chill. That's what I want. A little bit of chest fluffsticles. I got very little idea of how to convey this outfit. It's a very strange outfit, but I'll figure it out. I'll sort it. Yeah, it's like pinkies are weird, especially for like holding things, because it's like they gotta press into the thing a little bit, but it's also not just a perfect like cylinder coming out from it, you know? It's a strange mix. Also, Fire Alpaca's deciding to shit itself at the same time, which is really cool. Thank you, Fire Alpaca. And it's far too late for a Steam refund. Like, if I could ever get... I was just thinking to myself about how if I could ever get Clip Studio working on this thing again, I will instantly refund this. But it's like, no, it's a little too late for a Steam refund. I think I've sunk like 18,000 hours into this game. It's my favorite Steam game. Being a Bethesda fan. You just really, really love and play this stupid, buggy, terrible game all the time. That doesn't even work half the time, but you're basically just required to play it out of obligation. Oh, crash? Oh, whoa! Oh! Not a crash, but insane. It just froze up for a second, and my screen like turned pale white, and then it was fine. And it turned out to be okay. I don't know if that came up on stream, but for me, it was insane. I think I messed up the pole. I don't think that's perfectly straight. It's okay. No one will notice. No one will notice but me. I'll know, and I'll be upset about it forever. Worst art ever. No, I'm really proud of this one. I like the angle. I like the design. And the character is of an old friend, so makes it even better. Oh, is that the end of... No, we're still halfway through. Good. Good, good. Never mind. Nervous for no reason. That's a good band name. That would also be a good band name. Me and Reese have a thing where we'll just, like, say some kind of weird, catchy phrase and be like, that would be a good name for our band. And then we write it down. Hold on. I'm gonna have to send it to myself so I can tell her about it later. If I like how I did that wing, but it's fine. I can always change it later if it looks too bad. It's like tucked under. It's like fat rolls, so it gets like tucked under a little bit. Like go just a bit further out. There, and then it connects into the shoulder. It's all big pecs and titties do. Oh! Twitch? Did I just get banned for saying titties? My studio just had a little mini crash here. I don't know if it's still streaming. That might have been the unceremonious end of my stream. Did I just get a post-stream summary from Twitch? My phone says I'm still streaming, but Twitch Studio Beta has gone blank on me. I guess that's why it's still in beta. What a beta thing to do, it's true. Should have gotten Twitch Gamma. Can always rely on a Gamma mail. I'm gonna keep drawing as if I'm streaming, but then I don't know though, cause like I can't even see like the end stream button. Do I just click the X out button and then just pray? Oh, veggie bowl. I appreciate it. I like the veggie bowls anyways. I really appreciate it. Yummy. Oh, and rice. Oh my god, it's like a whole meal. Tasty. Well, I'm gonna press X on the Twitch Studio Beta and pray that it doesn't just end my stream. We're gonna find out. If this is the end of the stream, and I'm very sorry. Good night.